Real handicap, recognising a really loved figure in the WA racing fraternity, Crochane, the wife of John Lugg, a great goldfielder, spent a lot of time in Perth and Ascot as well, and he's no longer with us. Great to recognise Irene.
Yeah, definitely so. They do this each and every year now, and thanks to Johnny Lugg as well, who organises this meeting. And of course they aptly known up there, publicans of the Grand Hotel up the top end of Hannon Street.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get straight into this race because horses are in the yard now. It's a pretty even affair as well. Horse 1, Hilton, who I believe is your on-top selection, Crochane, goes around here at $3.40. Nick Thomas, the trainer, and Taj Dyson takes off 1.5 kilos.
Yeah, very good placement. Drops back in class with his rating coming down, Hilton. And look, first up he was luckless, second up went to Northam, struck a heavy track, and then he came back here and he couldn't get into a fast run race behind Talk It Up, and we saw Talk It Up come out and blow his rivals away in the first today. So he's drawn to do no work, Hilton, and on his best form he wins this, number 1.
The money though is with 2 Kicker Golson, $3.80 into $2.70. It's been a pretty good go and he ran well his first start here at this track last week. Peter Fernie takes over training from Jason Miller. Clint Johnson and Porter are in the saddle.
Yeah, looks well, looks very forward and fit in the hind quarters there, as you'd expect. And when he did lead them up last Sunday, he just got beat on the line. Another one that's dropping back in class, but he has to carry 6.5 kilo is the rise. So CJP aboard gate 2 and drops back to 1,300. So they're all pluses. And he also has had the week up here to settle in with Peter Fernie, so he's a major player, number 2.
Kakadu also backs up off a week, coming out of the same race for Gary Bowen and Tash Faithful.
Yeah, sneaks back in grade as well, was running on last Sunday, just got held up in the straight momentarily. Good low gate, if he can be parked just off the speed and they go quick, which is what everyone's expecting, well, he's got a good sharp sprint on him. He's a chance, number 3.
4 Honest Legend is a speedy type, drawn the outside though for Peter Fernie and Brayden Gaerth.
Yeah, makes it hard. Look, he got lumped with 61.5 last Sunday, and as we know, weight stops trains, and it stopped him. 57.5 kilos today, drawn the outside gate. He should work forward, but may have to do too much work. Just take on trust.
Wins a lot, still looking for her best form. She goes around here at 20-1 for Helen Harding and Lakhdar Rumley.
Well, hasn't been far away at her last 2. Sit back run on type, but not ideal. This is her pet distance. She's won it 3 times and usually goes well fresh, so could be a knockout chance.
Fiendish didn't get much luck last week. Blinkers go on here, though, for Nev Newton and Lisa Staples.
Yeah, concur with those comments, Michael, and was held up for the clear running in the home straight. So that was behind one more for Leo. Again, backmarker, needs luck again. But definitely improving in the mix.
Here's your horse, Crochane, managing owner KB Warren, your good self, Irritable Rodney, who resumes first up no trial for Neil Della and Cassie Martin. And I can tell you haven't had a bet, Crochane, because this horse, $6.50 out to 13.
It's a bit like me when the kick's low, Irritable Rodney. But look, returning from a let up, usually performs well fresh. Again, a back marker, needs speed on and luck to bring him into play. He looks well enough, and just expect him to hopefully to be running on when it's all over.
Best of luck there, Crochane. Horse 8, Magic D, goes around at $26 for Brett Drury and Michael Poy.
Yeah, one just doesn't want to go out at the moment. Ramiro, just reluctant to go out onto the track. But 4 weeks between runs with Magic D, and her first up performance was sound enough. Former South Australian galloper, and this is her distance range. Expect further improvement.
Romero's on the track now, just going around with the clerk of the course, giving a couple of headaches for Keshore Duran, but he's very capable with some quirky horses. Goes around here for Peter Fernie, the Division 5-year-old who ran well enough last start.
Yeah, it just bolted there. Supposed to be with the clerk of the course, but clerk of the course has reined in Ramiro there. And look, led them up last start, collared late by Jag the Joker, out to 1,300, in which he's yet to win beyond 1,200. Drawn wide to track across with the stablemate Honest Legend. Would prefer him on a softer track each way.
Shadow Boom's on the drift, out to $26 for Gary Bowen. Christy Bennett, the final horse in the field.
Oh, silly chances. Great effort 2 starts back, rattling home from the tail of the field. And then did a few things wrong last week in the run, a race that was dominated from up on the speed, so not the worst.
Just under 4 minutes of betting time remaining, so I'll check in on this market. Kicker Golson is clearly the well-supported runner, $3.80 into $2.70 favouritism after opening second favourite. Hilton, pretty solid, $3.40 out of touch to $3.50. Kakadu, $6.50 into 6. Honest Legend, some specking, 11 into $9.50. Fiendish 14, Irritable Rodney Unwanted $6.50 out to $14, Romero out to 17, Wins a Lot out to 20 to 1, Magic D out to 26, doubled or more than doubled from $12, and Shadow Boom also unwanted at $26. How do you order the 4, Crashane, in race 6?
1 Hilton, 2 Kicker Golson, 3 Kakadu, 7 Irritable Rodney. Look, I'm with Hilton. I think he's the best horse in the race, Michael. Just has to show that today. Number 1, Hilton. There's a lot of speed, including Hilton from gate 1, Kicker Golson, Honest Legend from out wide, and also, to a lesser extent, Romero, who has led it at its last couple. So I think there's genuine gate speed here early. Hilton should be just parked just behind them, and just doesn't want to get caught up in the ruck too far back, and just needs to extricate to the outside, and hopefully a gap will appear. But I thought he was a better horse in it. Kicker Golson just goes up considerably in the weights, and did lead them up last start and just got nabbed on the line. I think back to 1300 does suit, so expect him with the big weight to be right up on the speed. Kakadu, another one sneaking back in grade and drawn low. If Natasha Faithful can have this Galar 7-year-old a little bit more handier, we need, we've seen today that you've just got to be handier to the speed to make any presence felt. And 7 Irritable Rodney, I thought he'll get a long way back, but should be doing his best work late. 1, 2, 3 and 7, Michael. Hilton for me in the Irene Lugg Memorial.
Down the page for Crashane's trifecta, 1, 2 and 3, and throwing in his own horse in Irritable Rodney for 4th. Leaders back by the sounds of things then for Hilton, Crashane, hopefully getting splits at the right time.
Well, that's right. The map says Hilton gate 1 always jumps away well, should restrain to take a trail on Kicker Golson, you'd think, in the early part. And you've got Honest Legend from the widest gate 10, who again got lumped with a big weight last week, and that slowed it down, but 57.5 today, should be able to work forward with the stablemate Romero. So they're going to be fireworks early, and then they'll probably back off in the middle race.
3 winners for Peter Fernie so far today. We've had in the first race Talk It Up, and then we saw I Am King, and also in a couple of races ago in race 4, as I refresh this, Hidden Ruby was able to justify favouritism there. So he's looking for his 4th winner of the program, trainer Peter Fernie. This is race 6. The Goldfields Little Loads Irene Lugg Memorial Handicap, recognising the late wife of local trainer John Lugg and a much-loved member of the racing fraternity. Here's Royce Newton for the call of race 6.
Thanks, Michael. Crashane, as well as runners, are coming forward here well for the Goldfields Little Loads Irene Lugg Memorial Handicap. So we're just awaiting for Romero, Irritable Rodney, and also Honest Legend to complete the line over at the 1300. Brayden Gaerth in the saddle of Honest Legend, who's had some late support, but favouritism with Kicker Golson now into 290. Similar quote on tab. With Hilton on the second line now, but an outright second elect, 360. And then Kakadu 5, Honest Legend 9. So we just await for Irritable Rodney to come forward and complete the line. We're set over at the 1300. Stand by. Ready to go. Thanks, Stu. Race number 6 on the card. Gates fly back. They're off racing. Romero with early speed. Likewise, the stablemate in Honest Legend pushing forward. Wins a lot, mustering to find a forward position. And Hilton down on the inside, the top weight. They were being followed next of all by Kicker Golson, who's going to settle in the first half of the field with Kakadu to its outside, trying to slot in. A further two to the stablemate in Shadow Boom, who races in the clear. Then Fiendish, who's third last. Second last is Irritable Rodney, and last of all Magic D. So 800 metres to run. Romero, the pacemaker, leads out by a half a length on Honest Legend. They were followed by Hilton. There's more speed in this race. They were followed next of all by Wins a Lot to the outside with Kakadu, Kick a Goal Son, then Fiendish, followed by Shadow Boom. Magic D next of all, and Irritable Rodney was relegated to last. 450 metres to run. Romero out in front, the featherweight shows the way still by a half a length. Honest Legend starting to present. Hilton sweating on a run down on the fence, followed by Kick a Goal Son, then Magic D. Further back to Shadow Boom. Fiendish Wins a Lot. Then came Kakadu inside the final 200. Honest Legend hit the lead from Kick a Goal Son. Then Hilton on the fence. It's Honest Legend. Here's Kick a Goal Son. Kakadu late with Shadow Boom. They go to the line. Honest Legend and also Kick a Goal Son. Can't separate them. Photo finish here. We had Kick a Goal Son on the outside of Honest Legend. Third's a photo as well with the Bowen stablemates. That's Kakadu and Shadow Boom. Hilton was next, followed in by Magic D. Irritable Rodney. Fiendish was next, followed by the pacemaker Romero. And Wins a Lot was one of the last to greet the judge. Number 4 goes into the frame. Honest Legend. Honest Legend holding on. It's a very deceiving line here at Kalgoorlie, but Honest Legend, oh, that is close, has managed to get the head down on the line. Kick a Goal Son was coming at Honest Legend, but Honest Legend, Brayden Gaerth, now has 3 on the card, and Peter Fernie has 4 of the 6. So it's been an exhibition by this combination today, but number 4, Honest Legend, brings up win 3 at start 12, starting to build a nice record. This 4-year-old, not a single doubt, gelding. And the 4 is your winner. Ahead of the 2, Kick a Goal Son. Kakadu, flooded late as he normally does, has finished in 3rd. And 4th was the 10, Shadow Boom, who got going late, was a fair way back on the turn and finished off in 4th. 4, 2, 3 and 10. The gallop 117.9. 117.9. But Honest Legend holding off the late charge of Kick a Goal Son to take out race number 6 from Kalgoorlie.
4, 2, 3, 10. Honest Legend brings up the 4th win of the day for trainer Peter Fernie. He's having a wonderful season here in the Goldfields. A treble for apprentice jockey Brayden Gaerth as well. No claim, no worries for Brayden. He lost his claim, I think it was 2 meetings ago now, but it hasn't stopped him riding winners here in the Goldfields. He rode his first winner at first Saturday winner at Belmont as well yesterday. I have Peter Fernie just wandering over to me now, and he actually doesn't have a runner in the last. He had about 10 runners today, but no runner in the final race, so he'll be able to kick his feet up after this. We'll get a word from Peter Fernie now. Pete, 4 winners today. Honest Legend went around a big price today, but prior to last start, he'd been racing quite consistently.
Yeah, he's normally at the lead today. We just thought we'd put him in a 58 plus, trying to get some weight off his back, and Brayden rode him a treat. It's hard to make ground, so the other horse was a really good run as well, so they both done well. And
Brayden's lost his claim a bit quicker than I think people expected, but you've been happy enough to back him in, and he's ridden a treble today and has been justified.
Before he was a naughty boy, he used to ride all the time for me when he was apprentice to Dion, and he got himself in trouble. It's great to see him kick a goal now. He's doing a really good job now. He's trying really hard.
Yeah, absolutely. No runners in the last. It's been a big day for you, but no runners in the last race, which is rare. You'll be able to kick the feet up.
Yeah, I know. We've still got to feed plenty, so it'll be all right. We'll finish a bit earlier.
Yeah, all right. Well done on the win.
Thanks.
There is Peter Fernie and Brayden Gaerth, who brings up win number 3 for the day. He has a ride still to come. Brayden, first Saturday winner yesterday, a treble today. It's been a good weekend for you.
It's been a very good weekend. Fortunate to get on very fast horses, which helps.
How did the run play out for you today with Honest Legend?
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. We're either going to lead or sit outside the stable, mate. Got trucking a little bit early, but he always gave me a really nice feel, especially coming into it.
I was just saying to Pete that you've lost your claim, but he's been a big supporter of you, and it's been justified. 3 winners today for him.
He has. He's been really good. You know, it's easy to sort of replace with senior jockeys and better riders, but he's given me a really good opportunity.
And what about the last Shoot Your Shot? Has been around the mark of late. Can you make it 4 winners?
Yeah, it's actually a really good run last start. I was pretty happy with him. I wouldn't be surprised to see him run a really good race.
It's been 4 winners so far the weekend. Best of luck in the last.
Thank you very much.
There is Brayden Gaerth. 3 winners for him today. He's making a real big splash here in WA racing. And Peter Fernie, 4 winners on the program so far. Our Sky Thoroughbred Central audience are now off to Sha Tin for the first.